Alright guys, in this segment we're going to be going over just some basic stuff about serving. We can definitely get one-on-one and work with you on your serve. Coach Benson and I are very good at working on improving your serve. Definitely getting in the weight room will improve the serve speed. However, there's three basic areas that we want to talk about. We'll talk about more situations too maybe, but basically when we're serving, when we practice, you'll see us working on three areas, such as up the middle, in the body, and out wide. Okay? What you have to understand is, certainly everyone's heard these three areas, that's not front page news. But what you have to understand is that players have favorites, they have weaknesses, they have things that they can and cannot do on service returns. And so many servers get caught up in if their serve's working that day, if it's not working that day, and they fail to pay attention to the fact that possibly a guy slice returns on one side or the other every time, or if you kick it up to a one-hander's backhand up the middle on the deuce side, he's giving you a short ball at best every time, and so we're able to get a short ball. And as we learned before on another video, once we get a short ball, we know what to do with that, whether it's short enough to get an opportunity ball and take control of the point, whether it's short enough to move forward and take a transition ball and come in and put a volley away. Either way, if we've discovered that we know a way to get a short ball, that's a really big thing within the match, okay? So it's not just about, gosh, is my serve working today or is it not working today? It's about placement. And realizing that, okay, this guy's got a strength on this side, but on this side it's not so much. Or if I have to make him take one step or two steps before he returns the ball, he's a lot weaker doing that. So I don't necessarily have to hit it 130 miles an hour every time. I just have to make him move to one part of the box or the other. Some players will cheat one way or the other because they know they have a weakness. So we want to be able to spot that. Again, smarter, not harder. We don't have to serve 80% at 125 or 130 miles an hour to win a match or to hold serve. Holding serve is extremely important, and we just clean things up a little bit, teach people how to get a higher service percentage, how to move it around from one side of the box to the other. Then we can learn how to get a lot more short balls off the service returns, a lot more service or return errors, service winners, return errors, and we'll get 2 or 3 free points a game just off of knowing what we're doing, and that's going to help you hold serve a lot. It's going to clean your sets up. You're not going to see these big fluctuations in your sets as you're holding serve more and more, and it's going to make you a lot more confident about your game playing against anyone. So if you can hold serve, you can literally play against anyone. We see that on the pro circuit daily. Okay, so when you go out and practice your serve, certainly we want to get the speed up, but we want to see that you have command over the fact that you can take this ball out wide. Cut it a little bit, maybe get a little 3/4 over the top, move that ball out wide, okay, that we've got a ball that we can kind of start over the middle and cut into his body, and then one here that we can put up the middle. A good fast serve, but also we want to see that you can arch your back a little bit on this deuce side up the middle serve. You can come straight over the top of the ball and you can hit a little kick serve that kicks up to his backhand. It's a very difficult serve to return, very difficult in doubles with someone sitting at the net. So if you don't have that serve, just coming and hoping you can get by is not what we're looking for. We're looking to develop that serve. That's a serve that you need to have, that we're going to be looking for with our players to see starting positions in these things, especially in doubles. So 3 sides on that. And also we're going to be running some point scenarios. So if we can serve it out wide, we're going to pull that guy out to where he's got 1 or 2 feet both on that doubles line. That's key. Once he has 1 foot on that doubles line out there, he is considered officially out of position. Okay, so from there, unless he gets it back to one of the corners on that return, which is very difficult, he gets it anywhere in this big area right here in the middle of the court, and he's sitting out of position, we're going to step inside the baseline. We're either going to take a backhand on the rise to a big target cross court, or we're going to go inside out forehand to a big target cross court. We're not going to try to hit a winner. he might get to it, but he's probably going to hit a slice. He's going to be out of position again. We've got him on the run. We've got him defensive. Maybe we get a ball that's even shorter off of this one over here. Then we take our transition that we've learned previously. We take a big heavy ball, we come in and we put a volley away. Okay, basic point play scenarios. That's why you've got to be able to execute this serve over here out wide. Not looking for an ace. If we ace him, if he was cheating up the middle and we ace him with that serve, great. Okay, but we can hit that serve at 100, 105, 110 all day long or less and have an impact there, because he just doesn't have time to do a whole lot with it, and we're going to open the court over here. Okay, conversely, the same thing happens with the serve out wide on the backhand side. Okay, a lot of righties that we're playing mostly have the backhand over there. Some are great at hitting cross-court returns, backhand cross-court returns off of kick serves. Some are not. So we're going to find that out when we play each player. We're going to find out what they can do. Okay, it could be that they're great at putting that ball cross-court, and we've got to start the point from there. But their forehand's not so good, so we can serve it up the middle. All right, and then we can get some short balls, and then we know what to do with the short balls. Okay, so, and then he has to start cheating in the middle because you're doing so much of that. Then the ball back out here out wide actually hurts him again, and so it's that cat and mouse game that goes on. Certainly, we also need to be able to serve down the middle, both at the body. Not only good in singles, but also good in doubles to jam them. They can't really direct the ball where they want it. And so, you know, we can get some free points there as well, just jamming them, especially in doubles. We can get some short balls off of jamming them. They may get their racket on it, but they don't get it right where they want it. Certainly we get a short ball, and then we can transition and take control of the point from there. So 3 different areas on the serve. That's pretty basic stuff. But, you know, a lot of players come in and they don't have it, and they don't know that they don't have it. And so when we practice, we're going to be having you hit 3 different areas. We're going to be observing which 3 areas you can hit, and you can hit effectively during the points and during the match, that you can recognize the situation. Is it 40-15? Is it, you know, 30-40? You know, we see a lot of people on a 30-40 break point serving volleying when they've got a pretty good backhand return. So we don't want to see stuff like that. That would be a mental error of a choice of a point play scenario. So we want to see that you're choosing the right one. It's kind of like a major league pitcher against a really good batter. There's places he loves to see that ball and places he doesn't. Serving to good tennis players is largely the same. So we want to learn what he's good at, what he's not good at. Certainly we're going to know which serves we're good at. Are we good at the down the middle on the outside and the wide on the deuce side? That's a good serve for us. Do we have a good kick serve so we can play out wide and up the middle? You know, do we have both of those? You know, chances are you probably don't have all of them. So we want to see you develop into the fact that you can use them all, and what you'll see is you'll start holding serve a lot easier.